Hello everybody, welcome back. So you might notice a little bit of a change up in my scenery, and that is because I moved to Melbourne, Australia, which is super exciting, but I don't really have any of my proper setups. I don't have any lights or a tripod or etc, because it's really hard to travel with those things. So this is makeshifting using the natural sunlight, so hopefully that will be good enough. So today I'm actually not going to talk about traveling. I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. While I was at home, I did a photo shoot with a YouTuber named Adelaine Morin, and she's super sweet. You should check her out. And a couple months later, she actually invited me back to the premiere of one of her music videos for the Girls Supporting Girls music video, and she gave us a bunch of goodies afterwards. So I figured this is always kind of something I wanted to do, and I thought I'd make a little bit of a makeup tutorial just using her palette. So this is one of the things she gifted to me, and it is so freaking beautiful. Look at these colors. So I've already done my brows a little bit, just very au naturel. So I think I'm just gonna skip right to the eyeshadow look itself because I use this palette a lot. There's a lot of red undertones. It's very beautiful, and I do get asked how I do it quite often. So here we go. Also, don't mind me, I literally only brought this to Australia with me, and at home my makeup counter is like massive. I have like 3 drawers plus I have so many brushes, so many colors. Absolutely tragic, but again, I'm traveling so much I just can't bring it all with me, which is so tragic, but well, sacrifices. So anyways, I think I'm gonna start by going in with this color Promise Ring she has. So this is a really gorgeous highlight, and it has a lot of purpley undertones. So I'm just gonna use my naked brush because this is honestly one of my favorite brushes. I love how it has kind of 2 ends, like a fluffier part for your lid and like a smaller part just for more like specific parts you wanna highlight or kind of really dig into. So I'm just gonna go in with Promise Ring, and I'm gonna highlight underneath my brows here. So I like to alternate, like just do eye after eye right away, because when you don't have a lot of brushes with you, you can't really, you kind of gotta just like stick to the same colors, or else you're like freaking cleaning them, scrubbing them so much and kind of ruining your brushes. So what I do is I do, yeah, just right underneath my eyebrow like that, and then I do the inner corner of my eyes. Those are the parts that I really like to highlight because it just really makes your eyes pop. Also, like what I like to do is I like to line the under lower lash line, that's what I was looking for, with the same highlight color because again, it really just makes your eyes pop, really brings out the colors. So I think I'm gonna go for a little bit more of a red look today. So the second color I'm gonna go in with is Contour. So that's kind of like almost a burnt orangey color. So I'm gonna go in with this second, with the bigger, fluffier side of the brush. Gonna tap it off and start applying it like this. So what I do is I try to get my lash line not all the way, just kind of to the middle. I kind of pat it a little bit and I bring it up to my crease line. I like to keep the darker colors more on the outside typically, but today I'm gonna change it up a little bit and bring it a little bit more. You know what? I'm gonna actually just bring it all the way in like that. So it's, make sure not to get the inside of your crease because I'm saving that for another color. Awesome. So see how I leave the middle of it pretty blank? You'll see why soon. So now I'm actually gonna go back in with the finer point of the brush with the same color contour, and I'm gonna apply just a little bit right here. Just a tad, just right here. So now I'm gonna take, going with another color, I'm gonna go in with Boss Lady. So Boss Lady is a little bit more of a brighter orange. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of that with the fluffier end of the brush again, just to brighten out the outsides. And I'm dabbing this a little bit more than I'm rubbing this, just because I want it to be very precise. And then I'm gonna go in with the finer side of my brush and hit the outside of the eyes. So I'm going along the lower lash line, making sure to connect the two. There we go. So they're very, very orange right now. Kind of loving it, but I'm still gonna change it up a little bit. So back with the fluffy end of the brush, I'm gonna go in with the color Beep Bob. So see, this is this much darker purpley color. Just kind of dab my brush in. So I find with the Tarte palettes in general, there's a lot of fallout. If you go in too hard with the brush, you actually might end up like gouging out a lot of the eyeshadow. So a little bit lighter on that. I'm gonna take the color Beep Bob and literally do the exact same thing, just to darken the outside to give you more of like a smoky eye effect here. Along the upper lash line just slightly, still leaving the middle of your eye untouched. Now lastly, I'm gonna take the thinner end of the brush and I'm gonna do the same thing just underneath my lower lash line, just targeting the outside corner right here just to darken it up and again make it a little smoky. Beautiful. So this is what she looks like so far. And now the moment that we've all been waiting for, my favorite part of this look. I'm gonna go in with this beautiful gold color, Law of Attraction, and I'm actually just gonna go in with my fingers. So I usually take this finger, just rub it. Look at how beautifully pigmented this color is, it's insane. And I'm just gonna dab the middle of my eye, the part that we've been leaving blank, and it all comes full circle. Now what I'm gonna do, since I already have this on my finger, is I'm gonna use this to put just in the middle of my lower lash line right here. It is, disclaimer, a lot easier to do this part with a brush, but I have no other small brushes because traveling life and it's rough. Don't mind these weird faces that I'm making. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, look it, and she has a spare brush, and just go in a little bit more with Promise Ring, which is this beautiful highlight color, and just blend everything out a little bit more. Not too much because I like the separation of the colors because they are such distinct colors, but just a little bit more. And then again with maybe my, right below my eyebrow, just blend her out. And she's smoky, baby. How do these YouTubers do it? So we're actually not done yet. I still have some mascara to go. So I'm gonna be using Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, which Adelaine also gifted to me. Great girl, she didn't have to do that. I would have came anyways. And I do like this mascara. It does give you a little bit more of a natural look, I find. So if you want those thick, big lashes, you have to put on several coats. So what I do is I kind of twist and curl up right now. Just kind of like shimmy it through. A little bit on the bottom. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So when I was in Bali, we hung out with literally only English people, and I kind of got into the habit of horribly mocking the English accent, and I've had many people tell me I need to stop because it's embarrassing, and it is, and I even catch myself thinking in a British accent, which is so weird because I can't do it properly, so excuse me if that slips out. And she's done. So now, one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup is highlight. I'm the type of person who's just like, the more glitter, the more sparkle, the better. Just like pile on the highlight. So I'm gonna go back in with her Promise Ring. Just really get her on there. Oh, can you see this? Oh, look how beautiful that is. Are you kidding me? Every time I put highlight on, I'm like, oh, more, more, more. Really brings out them cheekbones, if you know what I'm saying. Obviously you know what I'm saying because I just said it. A little bit on my nose. There she goes again. That accent. Need to give it a rest. And a little bit just on my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna go in with her I Feel Beautiful. A little bit of blush here. And for this, I seriously just like dab it a couple times because it's so pigmented. And so she doesn't have a contouring, like a darker color really on this palette. So I kind of go with my own. I'm just using a Physicians Formula Argan Oil one. It smells beautiful. Gonna go on my contour brush. And I like to bring it all the way up here. A little bit on my nose. So usually at home I have a different brush to really contour my nose, but like DIY, am I right? And last but not least, a little bit on the neck because your girl wants to look tanned. Because I'm in Australia and it's been an average of 20 degrees in Melbourne, so you gotta fake it till you make it. And skin damage is real, skin cancer is real, so wear your sunscreen. So the last thing I'm gonna do to complete this look is use my all-time favorite lipstick, which is, I'm awkwardly reaching into my purse and it's there. So okay, this is my go-to. It's drugstore. I literally got it from Shoppers, which is a Canadian drugstore, but I'm sure you can find it anywhere else because that's Maybelline. But it's Super Stay Matte Ink, and I don't even know why I'm showing you the logo because it's so rubbed off because I literally use it every day. So it's in the shade Seductress, and this lipstick lasts forever. Half the time I forget to bring it out with me and I don't even, like, it doesn't even matter. I don't have to reapply. So it's kind of like a little bit more of a neutrally, a little bit darker than neutral look. Like this stuff you literally have to scrub off. But I'd personally rather go through the pain of scrubbing it off at night than worrying about reapplying it or getting it, like, coming onto my teeth or just like crackling or being a disaster. And I spent a very long time looking for a good liquid lippy that stays, and trust me, this is my holy grail. I love you. So thank you for watching. This is my little Adelaine Morin and Tarte eyeshadow makeup tutorial. This is my favorite look at the moment, and I'm gonna scoot over to the windows to give you a little bit of a better view and do a lot of really, really awkward posing. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed my little tutorial.